Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be playing some more Return to Monkey Island. So we're into the sort of top part of town now. There's an old woman sort of babbling out this window. Let's start off by talking to her, shall we?
Hi.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
Okay.
Try that again.
Once you have a key, you've got to open the door.
One more time.
Things are not what they seem.
Okay. Got more weird graffiti.
Looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball.
The note on this door?
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better.
The old
The
general
note says,
store.
forced to
Alright,
close.
yeah, I know
Thanks
about
for the memory.
What about the alley? There's a door.
It seems to be stuck closed.
Okay. Got the old church.
Aw, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work.
There's a locksmith there, and there's a jail. Let's go to the locksmith first.
Hi there, newcomer.
Hi there. At the
Okay.
end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
Some keys. The treasure map.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
Okay.
What's that lock?
That's for hats.
What's that key?
That's for a lockable quiver.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
Are these for customers?
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
All right. Let's just straight up talk to her, I suppose.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Lock Smith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes, they did. Yes, it was. And they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
It's really clean in here. Do you have a mop I could use?
I simply don't allow filth to accumulate in the first place. Try somewhere a little less sanitary, like the bar by the docks.
Okay, maybe a bit of a clue there.
Who's the old lady in the window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. But she's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
Would she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
It's rather strange. Okay.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary. Just information.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key. One that opens all locks at once.
If it is a key, could you duplicate it?
I'm not sure you're supposed to take it literally.
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a failsafe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
Okay, so I can think of some locks that we've seen already. It was that sort of 5-lock safe in the Voodoo Lady's house. So it could be something we could do. The trivia card there. Let's click on the trivia book, I suppose. What does Guybrush specifically dislike? I think it's mushrooms. Yeah, from the first game when he goes in the the monkey head. I think he says he hates mushrooms.
A visitor! Wait. Guybrush Threepwood?
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And Stan. Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time.
That is true.
You look different somehow. New art style?
How nice of you to notice. Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic! You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Yeah, I'm sort of planning on hijacking an existing crew instead of recruiting one. But maybe I can spring you anyway, for old time's sake.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors.
Imagine that. What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
I notice you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
First time it was picking
nothing.
flowers.
I was just picking some flowers.
Just
In
like
the
the first
forest?
time.
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of.
Oh, come on,
Anyway,
yeah.
they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
We'll accept the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway. Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks.
All right, looks like there's a number under
I
here.
think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read.
Okay, well, let's try the monocle. I got.
Watch your boots in here, son. It's like a...
I can read the serial number. I'll write it down so I don't forget.
Pretty cool. Let's talk to Stan.
It says jail rules. 1. No escaping.
That's it.
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Okay, don't worry about it. I've already got a plan to steal a ship from LeChuck.
Well, if you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters, it's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People. People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
What exactly did you allegedly do for people that got you arrested?
I gave them what they wanted. Now, naturally, people don't always know that they want the things they want. Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way. And sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts of unpleasant labels on it. They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud. But it's all just marketing, son. As natural as the rocks and the trees and the Malay Island flounder birds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
More or less. It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whenever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
Fair enough.
Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Sure thing. See you later.
Yep.
It's interesting that it's nice that in the very first game you
How's
melt
your
this
day
lock to
going?
free Otis, and it's still melted.
Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away.
That's pretty cool. What's this?
I don't remember this place being so leaky.
They finally installed running water.
Very good. All right, let's go back to the locksmith as we're here and see if she can make us a key for Otis.
Welcome back.
Hiya.
You wrote the serial number down.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure, good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Ooh, wow. What a coincidence. I had no idea.
Free service, I guess.
Hey, Guybrush!
Hey, kid.
I guess we can free Otis.
You look like you're having a good time. That's nice.
Otis, the authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their name should any awkward questions be asked. Good luck, Stan. I hope you get acquitted.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
I'll stay on this side of the bars, just in case.
They say the only real prison is the one in your...
At least the jail is well lit. Eeh, a spider.
Okay, well, let's proceed up to the governor's mansion then, which is this way.
Carla.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
Okay, we're into insult fighting.
Anything but your cooking.
Low-hanging fruit, but it works.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
How's the governorship treating you?
It's not as straightforward as I'd hoped. For some reason, you can't just tell everyone what to do and assume they'll do it. That's new territory for me.
Not for me. Maybe I should be governor.
I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
I've got my own project cooking.
Of course you do. If it isn't about the scurvy project, why are you here?
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
Elaine says Captain Madison is hurting her scurvy project.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're in my books now, as you well know.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Okay, I see another trivia card here. Let's grab that. Quite enjoying these trivia questions. The Mad Monkey was a ship. A sunken ship. There we go. That was in the second game, LeChuck's Revenge.
I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey. Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done.
She's assaulting the artist.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty.
What else do we have here?
It's thicker than I would have imagined. I tried to read that once, but I couldn't finish it.
Ooh, John Laney.
Note to the reader. No disguised secrets are revealed in this book.
Fair enough. I think we'll take
Can
it
I borrow
anyway.
a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
Guess not.
Edgy.
Okay, she's there. What have we got here? We got a stuffed animal.
I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
Take stuff, eh? Don't mind if I do.
It's a lot of work being governor.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
All right, well, let's talk to her directly in case there's anything more we can say.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like
Maybe
doing
not.
this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
The blurb says it's a solid if somewhat predictable story about a roguish pirate and a doomed romance with a woman of station.
Okay, maybe we'll go. Let's take the back way into the island's interior. Let's explore a bit more of the island. So what do we got? We got the Governor's Mansion, that's where we are. We got Melee Town, where we've been. We've been to all that. We've been to the lookout. So what haven't we been to? The forest? Shipyard. And that's basically it at this point. Well, let's go to the shipyard. We can grab that toothbrush for Stan, can't we?
Wow, that's worse than I imagined. I remember when these torches lit up Stan's previously owned vessels like a carnival. It says, Tan's previously owned vessels. So sad. Stan's used to be the best place to buy used ships. The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day. It always looks bigger on this side of the island.
Trivia card there.
This used to be such a bright, cheery place. There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships. It's a dried up old sea sponge.
We'll have that.
Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now.
It's a rust bucket. Alright, there's a trivia card here. We'll grab that. See what this one is. How many torches are initially burning on Bermuda? I don't know Bermuda. Huh. I don't know, I'll be guessing. Let's say 5. No. Oh, we lose the card. Alrighty. I don't know that location. Maybe that was in Tales, maybe. I didn't play that one as much.
The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush?
Okay, how can we get in the thing? Oops. can't use that on the window? Okay. Okay, we're not seeing any way to get in there just yet. Okay, maybe we'll come back.
Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended.
To the deep dark forest where I'm sure to get lost. Okay, well, what's over this side for now? Oh, it's a little climbing ship.
Oh, I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now. Museum of Pirate Lore.
Sounds good. So there's,
Hi there. Welcome to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. I also edit the Pirate Times newsletter. Here, take my business card.
Thanks?
The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Melee Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some kind of acid. It was found in the Melee jail many years ago, after an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
Hey, I did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to mug because it was melting them. I had an armload of mugs and I juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
That's a pretty wild story.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important. That map looks familiar.
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of Big Whoop. I got it from the cartographer on Low Street. Apparently, he was somehow involved in the search for Big Whoop.
About all Wally managed to do was get kidnapped by LeChuck's henchmen.
That's not the way he tells it.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
How on earth do you have that note?
Oh yeah.
Look at his
That's
wooden leg.
Very interesting. That was
He's
found
wearing it on his knee.
tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library. It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he kidnapped Governor Marley.
I know what it is. The lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on Thursday nights.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
Okay, well, this is the eye patch we want.
What can you tell me about this eye patch?
That's the pride of the collection. It belonged to Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. Supposedly, it had voodoo powers that would disguise him. I tried it on, though, and nothing happened.
Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. There's some very tiny writing on it.
Okay, well, let's use our monocle again on that.
Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read.
Ooh, okay.
What's the story with the wanted poster?
That is the earliest known wanted poster for Captain Kate Capsize. You can tell how notorious she was by the huge number of crimes listed there. Very impressive. I got it from a collector on Fat Island.
Those are my own crimes, actually. I was pretty much public enemy number 1 on Fat Island at the time. I stuck Kate's picture on there so she'd get thrown in jail.
That would never work. Nobody's that clueless in real life.
This is absurd. It's like this whole wall is stuff from my personal adventures, but somehow I'm not even mentioned in your stories.
That's what's so great about this museum. Everyone makes their own connections with the exhibits, and it's highly personal and different for everyone.
That's not what I'm trying to say at all.
That's okay. You don't need to say anything. Just listen to what the exhibits tell you.
Fine. What was this cinder you've got on the wall?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter written by Elaine Marley while she was governor of the island.
What? Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
That was her
That's
nickname
me.
for us.
It was a really touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
What did it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of it, but it was touching.
Thanks a lot. Tell me about this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
Is this a left hook or a right hook?
That once belonged to the dread pirate Meat Hook. Supposedly he was ambidextrous. Also, he used to live right here on Melee.
We know he was part of our crew as well. All right, got a guard parrot.
That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
Thieves, mostly.
Good to know.
Oops.
It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it.
Okay, what's in that storeroom?
It's cracker mix. Some assembly required.
Okay, I've seen another trivia card. I'm just scanning the other shelves in case there's anything else, but we'll take that. Let's see what this one says. Which of these ingredients is not needed to get to Monkey Island? Yeast. I made that recipe many, many times. I played the game. I played, especially the first game, Secret. I played that a lot back in the day. We can talk to the curator. I don't know how much useful stuff he'll say.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No kidding? Wow, are you named after Guybrush Threepwood?
I guess you could say that.
Nice.
I'm going to find the legendary secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, that's excellent! Super retro. If you need a place to display it, I know a convenient museum.
I don't suppose you have a mop from a famous pirate swabby on display?
I've been trying to get the cook down at the Scum Bar to donate his, but he won't part with it.
Do you have maps of the forest here?
No, that's not really what we do. Try the map shop in town?
Tell me about that newsletter of yours.
The Pirate Times. We publish pirate news, pirate stories, pirate poetry, all things piratey, really.
I see you wear a peg leg despite having both of your original legs.
Just part of the docent's outfit, for the tourists. Kids always want to try it on.
That's charming and creepy at the same time.
This is a museum for people who think attacking ships and murdering the crew for profit sounds fun.
Touché. Your museum is quaint.
Thanks. It's been a personal passion of mine. I'm nuts about old-timey pirate stuff.
Old-timey?
Being around it really makes you feel like you're a part of something. Doesn't it?
I am part of something.
Exactly.
I'll have a look around.
Please do.
Okay.
That's a nice ore.
The one with the coffin, yeah. The coffin had a lot of water damage when I got it from the voodoo lady in town. But I managed to restore it. It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
The water damage is actually from the swamp on Scab Island.
Unlikely. The prison in question is nowhere near Scab Island.
You should think about hiring a research assistant.
Oh, I did. Unpaid, of course. Intern.
Okay. Right, well, I think we've got a few leads to follow up on. We've got to go back to Wally for the map. We should probably pop back into the Scum Bar and have a look for that mop. I won't go into the forest until we got a map. So where was Wally first? He was in the High Street, wasn't he? No, he was in the Low Street. Maps and more. He's got another monocle. Maybe we just talk to him.
Hey, Wally. I'm looking for a map through the forest.
What are you trying to find in the forest?
I don't know. Nothing in particular.
Then having a map won't really be any different than wandering around lost, will it?
Yeah, but, I mean, well, never mind.
It's
Bye.
a good point. All right. Maybe when we know what we're looking for in the forest, we can go in and do that. Scum bar. Let's try that. I'm gonna go and speak to the cook. Oh, who's this? It's Cobb. In the first game.
Hi, Cobb. Hard to believe after all these years you're still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
Then why don't you take off the Ask Me About Loom button?
My grog-riddled body has fused with it. I'm more button than man at this point.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up. That only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Oh, come on. Tell me about Loom. For old time's sake.
Beat it.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Fine. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic, stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
Yes.
Now get lost.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go past the pirate leaders. We're gonna go into the back room.
Guybrush Threepwood, as I live and breathe, how have you been?
Peachy.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
Still in public service. Fighting scurvy now.
My place is clean. Our health certificates are up to date.
No, it's not like that. She's got a foundation. They're trying to promote limes as a preventative.
Oh, well, tell her I say hello.
Do you know where I can buy a mop?
Buy? You don't want to buy a mop.
I think I do.
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. Carve your handle from a limb of that tree. Any questions?
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
What kind of wood is the tree?
That is something you must discover for yourself.
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop. Active little guys, aren't they? Looks like a mugshot. It's amazing what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. Then you have a packet of stick-on stars. The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk. Pests or garnishes?
A good cook sources local supplies when he can.
I think someone tried to secure a boat with this.
Looks like the head of a mop to me.
The plaque says, "In memory of looming seagulls of old." Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday. Those new pirate leaders seem like real jerks. Why do you even let them in the bar?
Well, they've driven off my old regulars, so I don't have a lot of choice if I want to stay in business. Also, if I tried to get them to leave, they'd probably cut me up and throw me in the soup. Frankly, I'm terrified of them. On the plus side, they have more disposable income and better hygiene than the old crowd.
The atmosphere in the bar is different than it used to be.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I've got to cater to the new crowd. Everything changes, Guybrush.
But the roaches stay the same.
I've missed your wit. And your low alcohol tolerance.
Hey! Did I mention I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island?
No, I don't think you did. Well, that's exciting. So you'll be hiring a ship at the docks?
I'm going to steal LeChuck's.
Bold. I like your thinking.
Ooh, I think I hear the health inspector.
What? Where?
Just kidding. That joke never gets old. Keep up the good work.
Thanks. Will do.
Okay, so we've probably got reason to get a map from Wally now, maybe.
It's those three clowns at the back table. I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you.
Okay, well, let's head up to Wally and see if he'll give us a map. If not, then we'll just wander around the woods a bit, I suppose.
Hey, Wally. I'm looking for a tree to make a stupid mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys? Been a while since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there. I'm that good.
Bye.
All right. Well, let's see if we can grab a bit off the mop in the cook's place. Who's this guy?
Hi.
Are you my waiter? I want the excellent dish I had at the governor's mansion last week. I don't know what it's called, but it was sort of, a hot food.
Yeah, but I'm not...
It had ingredients in it or something.
I'm not your waiter.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought me my dinner.
I don't work here. I'm not a waiter.
Hop to it!
Right away, sir.
It might give us a reason to get rid of the cook.
Oh, you look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse. Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but He makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course. I'm a cook. See the hat?
Oh, look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads, but I can't think about that right now.
Can I ask you again about the mop I need to make?
Sure.
What kind of wood did you say the tree was?
I didn't.
Okay.
Right. Okay, we'll
Thanks.
just try and be sneaky and grab a bit off the mop.
Stay away from my mop.
Well, it's definitely a mop.
Maybe we have to help him prepare this meal first, and then maybe he'll leave to serve it up or something. Well, let's head up to the governor's mansion again.
It'll be my ship soon enough.
Just going this way, it's a little bit quicker to get to the island interior, which then we can get straight to the governor's mansion.
I've come for a recipe. A dish you served at a recent function. It's been described as hot and having ingredients in it. Ring any bells?
I do host plenty of functions, but I'm afraid I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Okay, well there is this cookbook, isn't there, that we saw? Ingredients by Barbie LaFlay. Can we borrow that?
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'll pay for it.
I don't need your money.
Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet.
Okay.
Pirate Times. Editor Conrad Lee. Ready to publish your unrecognized genius. It's good for relieving stress. It's soft and extra fuzzy. The pen is mightier than the sword.
Okay.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty.
Well, I'll try the last conversation.
Can I borrow a
option,
book?
just in case.
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I totally forgot.
Of course you did. You think like a cow.
Speak to the crazy old lady again.
All keys are gold. It's the way of keys.
Okay. Time to go to the voodoo lady again. She might know some stuff.
Do you know more about this John Laney guy with the eye patch?
Captain John Laney was renowned as the pirate of 1,000 faces. It was said that he could fool his best friend with nothing more than an eye patch. That legend is true, but only because the eye patch he used was filled with much voodoo magic. The eye patch still exists. It is on display at the Museum of Pirate Lore here on Melee Island. If an enterprising person such as yourself were to...
Got it.
We've heard this before.
Thanks.
But I've just realised what I can do here.
I'll get back to browsing the shop.
Act fast. Supplies are limited.
Let's take the frog.
I'll take this forgiveness frog.
It can help someone forgive even very old transgressions.
How about this knife?
Ooh, I'd like this knife.
An excellent choice. I will need you to verbally agree to a release of liability.
Okay.
This product is not to be used in the commission of any crime, including vandalism, jailbreak, and theft of ancient priceless artifacts.
No problem.
Threatening, frightening, stabbing, shaving, or manicuring yourself or another person are likewise considered outside the scope of acceptable use.
Oh, okay, I guess.
The product is not balanced for throwing. Throwing the product violates these terms and will invalidate the warranty. Whittling, scrimshaw, mumbledy-peg, juggling, and any tricks involving stacking or balancing the product may cause serious injury and should not be attempted by unlicensed persons.
Uh-huh.
Use with breads, spreads, bedspreads, or thread may damage the product. If damaged, the product should not be used. Product is sharp and should not be carried in a pocket, coat, belt, hatband, handbag, shoulder holster, or sheath.
What?
At all times, keep the product away from children, pets, the aged or infirm, clowns, pirates, and adults. Where possible, it should be locked securely in a vault. The manufacturer accepts no responsibility for the consequences of any use or misuse of this product. By verbally assenting to these terms, purchaser hereby assumes all liability, past, present, and future, throughout this and all possible and impossible universes.
Oh, is this where I say yes?
Yes.
Yes. Is there anything I am allowed to do with it?
I am not able to answer that question, as it could create a liability issue.
Should we take the head?
I'll take this disgusting shrunken head.
That's my last one. Quite the bargain.
All right. Well, particularly the forgiveness frog, we're going to go and give that to the governor. Oh, yeah.
Looks sort of like an eye.
We can run. I forgot about it. If you double click, he moves a bit quicker.
This is for you.
You're giving me a frog?
It's a forgiveness frog, for when words aren't enough.
You haven't even bothered to write anything personal on this frog. That's just rude. I reject your frog.
Oh. Okay, well, let's. We got a pen.
Dear Carla.
Sorry for losing.
Sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I appreciate that you're keen on bluntness. As shown by your actions at Santa Catalina, please accept my humblest apology.
That was on the statue.
I promise to do better in the future.
All right, let's try this.
This is for you.
Dear Carla, I'm impressed, Guybrush. Surprisingly thoughtful. Considering it's you, I'm strangely moved to forgive you for losing my book. And I'll treasure this frog as a memento of the time you did something right.
Can we borrow that book now?
Can I borrow this cookbook?
You cook like a cow.
That's why I need the cookbook.
Oh, all right. I was upset after you lost the last one, but you seemed genuinely sorry, so I guess I'll give you another chance.
Thanks. I won't let you down. I'll definitely return this.
We'll see. Yeah, let's have a look at that cookbook.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but
Same
it looks
thing.
like they're for difficulty. It's my very own, very sharp, non-magical ceremonial knife.
Okay. So we need to go back to Scumbar. Let's actually go around this way. Try showing it to the guy in case he can remember what he ate.
Is what you want one of the recipes in this cookbook?
How should I know? I'm not a cook.
Okay, can we get any more details from him?
Waiter, I can't understand why this is taking so long. Just bring me what the governor served me last week.
Of course, sir. Sorry for the delay.
Alright, well, we'll show it to the cook. Okay, well, let's try giving him the cookbook and see if there's anything he can do there.
I found this at the governor's mansion.
Aha! The mystery dish must be in there. I have no idea which one it'll be, so I'll just have to make them all. I'd better get to work. Thanks, Guybrush.
Go. So, should be able to give that to Wally. And get our map for the forest. Still not entirely sure how to get the eye patch. Obviously we need something to magnify it even further. Oh, maybe a second? Maybe a second monocle from Wally's?
Better to have one for each eye.
If you say so.
Can I actually use them with each other?
If one monocle is good, 2 is better.
Okay, well I'm guessing that's probably going to be what I need to do. Let's give this to Wally.
Wally, here's a sample of the wood you wanted. Can you make me a map now?
Sure, here it is.
Thanks, Wally.
Should we look at the map? Okay, so we go into the forest. I mean, maybe that's enough just to use on the forest entrance. I didn't really see any particular directions for us to follow there. So what we're doing, we need to go, actually, well, we're probably a bit in the middle in terms of where we need to go, but we need to go into the island interior now. We're going to go up to the museum again quickly. And I'm going to have a gander at the serial number.
Once upon a time, I won a t-shirt right here on the front lawn. Ah, crystal clear. I'll just write that down.
I'm going to need crackers, I think, to distract the parrot. I've got cracker mix, I'm not quite sure how to make it. Maybe that will become apparent.
Ooh, purple flowers. These must be catmint, or wisteria, or sweet rocket. A classic specimen of Alata needleus, a carnivorous vascular dicot known for its tasteful coloration, slight wiggle, and loads of tiny, sharp teeth.
Alright, let's have a look at the map then. So it says we should go right, north. Okay, so we'll go right.
Ah,
Go north. we're here. Yeah, so we go right then north and we should be there. Okay, that didn't quite work, did it? Unless it means left, up, right.
I guess I lost my way.
Nope. Okay. So we go right. North. This is where it gets a bit confusing. Right. North. Unless we're here, then we go right. Okay, so right again. Actually tells us what plants are here. Okay. Right again. So we should be here. So we should have the mushrooms, purple plants. Mushrooms, purple plants. It does have a carnivorous plant. But we should go north, left, north, right. North.
I guess I lost my way.
Nope. Okay. So we have... We should go north? We can't go north. Oh, there's a trivia card here. I didn't even see that. We'll go with that. The game of Monkey Island used to be called... Huh? That pirate game? I didn't get that question. Didn't understand what it was asking. Okay, so... We need to go right at the carnivorous plant. And then... North, right. I mean, that must be it. We're here, yeah? Purple plants, mushroom, I don't quite get it. Because if we're there, we should head north, right? Once we're here... I mean, this is what I've done before, so I'm assuming we're going to come
Guess
out.
I lost my way.
All right, back in. And as it's saying, pick the exit by these particular plants. That could also be it. So we need to pick the exit by the carnivorous plant, but that's right anyway. Here, we need to pick the exit by the mushrooms. Which is this way. So here we need to pick the exit by the mushrooms again. Here we need to pick the exit by the mushrooms again. There we go.
It's like there's a welcoming committee. Mind your mama, little prickly kids. Hey, little fella. Wow! The distinctive shape tells me this is the rare, endangered Malay Island mop handle tree.
Do we use our sharp knife again, perhaps? Several hours later. He ruined the whole thing. What's he done? Oh no. Oh, the animals are crying. Squirrel's on fire. Oh dear.
It's probably time for them to fly south. Hey, little dear. I must have startled them while I was whittling. Some animals are quite skittish. Another resource has given its all in support of my personal goals. It's what nature is for.
Okay, well, can we add the... Ooh. I can say that's string, but...
It's hopeless. I made him up.
Yeah, I suddenly thought maybe that would work.
It's a single perfect instrument that I will keep and use for a lifetime.
Okay, so, well... I know the episode's getting on, but I want to...
I'll take a shortcut back.
Many hours later. Right, I want to go to the locksmith again. We've got a new serial number to give her.
Welcome back.
Hi.
I wonder if we could just give her the cracker mix.
I found some cracker mix. You could bake fresh crackers in your furnace.
Thanks. The ones on the plate were getting a bit stale. Take some if you want.
Don't mind if I do.
Very nice. Okay, now we've got the other serial number for her.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. This will be for a high-end display case. You a collector?
Yeah. Stamps. What is that? It's definitely not a key. Or a lock.
It's a fishing lure, of course.
Of course. Can I try out your key grinder?
No. I wouldn't want you to lose any fingers.
Okay, well, I think we've got everything we need now to get the eye patch. So although I know this episode is getting on a little bit for length, let's just finish this off. Possibly. Go to the museum. Alright, so let's offer the crackers to the parrot. Let's use the... Oh, it's the jail key, hang on. Where's the display case key? This one. Let's get the hell out.
What do you expect me to do, Elaine? Issue a proclamation?
Of course not, Carla. We'll need to generate public support. I'm working on that.
People around here don't like any kind of restrictions, even if it's for their own good.
But we can put a requirement on ships traveling to the north. There's already a customs check, so the infrastructure is all in place.
Well, it's a start. Scurvy's a big problem. Let's do all we can.
Agreed.
I've come a long way. Is there anything else on the agenda?
Coffee?
Okay, so let's go to the docks first of all. Ah, no, I remember. We need to take the eye patch to the voodoo lady.
Can you fix this?
Ah, the famous eye patch disguise of John Laney. As I suspected, the magic has long since drained away.
Good. Great. So, can you charge it up again?
I can. If you bring me one more thing. A particular charm of great power.
You couldn't have told me this earlier?
I could have. You must bring me the bite of 1,000 needles. Then I will recharge your eye patch.
The bite of 1,000 needles. Can you be a tiny bit more specific?
No.
All right. See what I can do.
Okay. I think I have an idea of what that is, but we'll leave it there as we're doing a little more running around, puzzle solving. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Return to Monkey Island. It's a really fun little game. I mean, I know some people have complained about the art style. I think it's pretty nice in motion. I think it looks pretty cool, very stylish, and it feels very much like the original games, if I'm honest, which is a good thing. Very, very good thing. So yeah. If you did enjoy this video, then please do hit the like button and subscribe to the channel as well. That'd be fantastic. And in the meantime, I'll see you again for more Return to Monkey Island, when we'll hopefully get on board LeChuck's ship. Bye for now.